Alright, hello. Camera just cut off, so I'm gonna start over. I'll save the button. So, this is like the scariest shit last night. So there's locks every, I don't know, quarter mile or something. And they'll take you out to like the road again, right? 611, which is like a terrible road to walk on. There's no shoulder. And so the path is, ideal. Well, I get past this one lock and I'm walking into this deep part and I got a feeling and I look out because I have my flashlight rocking and rolling. I just put new batteries in it. Bam, fucking lights, eyes, like right, bam, raccoons, like 3 of them. I see them right on the path. And the path is like, okay, so you see this, okay? So it's like this, it's literally this wide at certain points. And the only way to get off of it is to go back to the lock I had come from or to like push through them, Well, they were like barking at me, really going off, and I hadn't heard him do that in a long time. It was a whole family. So they were like, "You're not coming this way, buddy." And I'm like, "I guess not, and I can't do shit about it, can I?" And they were like really barking at me like, F you, bud. So, and the grandfather or whatever was fucking big. I could see him. He was like right in my light, and his like, family. And, like some of them like kind of scattered back. There was more than 3, but I saw 3 sets of eyes like right off the bat. And the grandfather one just stood there in the middle of the path looking at me like, "All right, dude, you're gonna back up now, aren't you?" I'm like, "Motherfucker." So I had to walk back to the lock and I went out on the road, which fucking sucks walking the road at night, especially. I mean, that road's terrible regardless, but at night it's fucking hairy. But I had no choice. So I walked the road, got to the next lock down, came back on the path, and I'm like going forward, and I swear there's one in front of me again. I'm like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." And I'm looking, and I'm like, I don't know, that might be a trick of lights, because there's these like reflectors on the highway that look like eyes sometimes. Well, then I turn around and look behind me, because I was like, I guess I can go back, because I had like already come off the lock and went forward, like the next lock up. And I look back, and there's that family again, and they're just chilling there in the middle of the path. Now I couldn't go back to the lock I just came across on, and they were like, "What are you gonna do now?" So I had to go forward, because I was like, I only think I see one ahead of me, and there was a fucking crowd behind me, like a fucking crowd. And I'm like, well, when they got their territory or whatever, they're not giving it up, not to one person. And so I pushed forward because I'm like, that's all I can do. And then whatever was ahead of me kind of either dipped in the woods or it was just like a light or who knows, but it was cool. And so like the rest of the night, I'm like, fuck, keep like, seeing eyes in front of me and shit. And at one point, I'm like back on the road because like I definitely saw them on the path again. It must have been different, like something different. It was only like one the next time, but and I swear there was like a fuckload of coyotes or something. It was something else, and they were all like in the middle of the road. And or coy dogs, I don't know. People were saying this might be just New York, but like there's not really any coyotes left. They're all coyote wolf hybrid. I don't know, but it was like enough, So I'm like, they're like standing in the across the road itself, like, and then sort of like going single file-ish along the side. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I'd seen one coyote, like literally ran right in front of me, up in Connecticut, so I know they're out here. So I like walked towards them a bit, and I'm like, fuck, and I backtrack. And I kept like backtracking to this one house, and there was like a pile of bricks. So I picked up a brick, and I was like, all right, you know, I have to move forward. I'm not gonna fucking hang out in front of someone's house at like 3 in the fucking morning. They're gonna shoot me or be, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not trying to fuck with people, but I was like, also not trying to get into a pack of coyotes. So, like, eventually a few cars came through on the road, so I just like walked behind them, and it was all good. But then I got back on the path, and I heard like a truck like beeping his horn really hardcore like a little bit later. So that must have been what it was. I don't know, but it's a beautiful day, and I've been walking way too long, and yeah, rock and roll.